Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Kala podcast. We deliver campus news, share information about campus services, and provide entertainment for our HonCC. A couple of reminders. When you come to campus, fill out the LumiSite app or website, wear a mask, and make sure you make appointments on Star Balance. FAFSA is open, so you guys can go on the FAFSA website and fill out your applications. And also, the UH Common app is open, so you can apply for scholarships. Last day to drop out of your class with a W is today. And don't forget to vote, as tomorrow will be election day. And November 9th is the first day to register for classes for spring semester. For more information on campus updates and available services, visit honolulu.hawaii.edu. Today I'm joined with my co-host Chris,
Aloha.
and we have a new member for SMB. Hello, Bryson.
Hi, my name is Bryson. How's it going, everyone?
Oh, best intro ever.
I know, right? Okay, cool. All right. How are you guys doing? How are you guys on this fine evening?
Whoa. We conduct the interview here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
No, I'm
he's
new.
a new co-host now.
Oh, yeah,
Hi,
yeah.
guys.
So yes, we have a new member on the student media board. His name is Bryson, and
What's
from
up?
now on, he'll be joining us in our podcast.
I look forward to working with all of you, you two, and also the audience. It is a podcast, so there's no interaction at all. But I
I
hope
hope
you guys like my voice.
better than my voice.
No, you have a beautiful, silky smooth voice, Chris.
Ooh.
Okay, anyway, Bryson, how have you been?
I've been doing good. Uh, as everyone knows, Hawaii and the rest of the world has been dealing with COVID-19 and the impacts it has on our society and just our daily lives. For me, in general, all my classes. I'm a student, by the way. All my classes are online, but I do have a job shadow, and I guess we can talk about that uh, a little bit later in the podcast. But that's something that I've been going to job sites and talking to my, excuse me, my host company, Aluminum Shake Roofing, and so far it's been a good experience. My family's doing great. I hope your guys' family's doing great too. And yeah.
Bryson, tell us about yourself. What classes are you taking? How many
Oh, okay,
Yeah, what
cool.
major are you in?
I am in AEC, so same major as Christopher and Alan, but I'm specifically working on architectural technology pathway rather than their construction management. So the classes I have right now, let's pop up my schedule. Let's see. Oh wow, what is this? Okay, cool. So my schedule is like this. Okay, I got some. Why am I talking like this? I got a residential working drawings class, um, a construction codes class. Uh, some of these classes I have with Chris and Alan, such as a construction estimating. I know Alan's in that class.
I'm not in that
Um,
class.
structural drawing. Oh, did I say that again? No, I did not. And an intro to built environment. So that's pretty much. I pretty much got a full slate of classes Monday to Thursday.
Five classes.
Yeah, 5 classes Monday to Thursday. Oh no, 6 classes because I also have the job shadowing. So yeah,
So that counts as a grade.
yeah, that is a course requirement.
Good
How does
thing we
the
don't
job
have
shadow
to.
work?
So the job shadow works where we have our HCC advisor, which is Diane Caulfield, and she's the one who gets us in contact with a company, and we stay with that company for the semester. Um, 14 weeks or 14 7 weeks, 14 hours. But because of COVID, we can spread that apart a little bit. So we could do 2 hour sessions a week or 1 hour sessions, 2 1 hour sessions a week, and every or in the mid semester we do a presentation and then a final cumulative presentation where we sum up what we learned, and yeah, pretty much it.
Why'd you join SMB, Bryson?
The thing is, I realized that I did have time on my schedule, and I did want to start undertaking more responsibility, and I wanted to participate in the growth of our student body and the way our staff and admin interact with our students and our enrollees, because especially with the student media board, I feel like it acts as the biggest platform for students to interact and get information and learn a lot of things regarding um, the HCC system. So I wanted to make an impact in that area.
Do you miss face-to-face classes?
Um, I gotta admit, I feel like, especially in my pathway, our pathway, we are missing out in a lot of important interaction when it comes to face versus online. We don't get to uh, get as in depth of a lecture, or we can't get out as hands on as we could possibly have done in person. But with our professors, I feel like despite us missing out on that face to face interaction, we're still, as students, being able to go by, because our professors, they do care a lot about what we're learning. How about you guys? What do you guys take out from this non face to face interaction?
I miss face-to-face. I want to go back to face-to-face. Like you said, for a program specific. And I think a lot of programs at HCC, because
Hmm.
we're we kind of talked about it before. Like we are primarily like a trade school, so
Yeah, yeah.
we kind of need that face-to-face interaction, especially for
Hmm.
like carpentry, metals, even things
Yeah,
like
totally.
firefighting. I think is a course, and like fashion and
Yeah,
so those are all classes that I think what makes HCC super different and
yeah.
something
Hmm.
that needs to be back.
Yeah, I do believe that because we're such a trade dominant school, we benefit the most and are impacted the most by this um, transition to online and not in person, and uh, on the Zoom or Google Meet or whatever type of platform we're using. But hopefully we can get it running. Hopefully uh, things start getting in line. The system starts turning a little better, and we can get back into it, because it's 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 rough.
Yeah, and I think with the face-to-face, students like to, communicate with each other and build
Yeah.
connections, and
Right.
that leads us to opportunities for us.
Yeah. I like to add on to that. I guess that's something I didn't really notice, and I became so accustomed to, is that when we're in a class, everybody's talking, everybody sees each other's faces, and everybody can hear each other's voices, and everybody can interact and to the conversation. But with the online meetings and the non scheduled off time classes, people coming in different times, you barely get that interaction with people. You barely get to make that connection, as you said. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't know the faces or the names of some of my classmates. I'm not gonna lie, it's A lot of people stay quiet. I'm not gonna say I don't, but a lot of people like to stay quiet, turn off their camera, only talk when they're being asked a question. And I feel like it's it's not like people are using it as a way to avoid um, uh, participation, but because the platform allows it, it's so much easier to slope back into that um, type of way you interact with people because it's just I guess it wouldn't be inconvenient or more convenient to just stay quiet and be a loner. I guess I guess I operate like that, but I don't know about you too. I like working by myself, but
No, I like
I
working by
do
myself.
yeah. I do like working with other people, but I guess that's something that I would consider that I like in this time is that I can focus more. If I want to learn, I think it makes it harder for people that are not as tech savvy and people that can't catch up as quickly or keep up as quickly. They're getting a rougher time. But the people that benefit the most with solitude or focused work, I feel like that works well for people.
So, Bryson, why did you come to HDC?
Oh, let's see. Let's go back in time in my memory, all the way back 2018, 2019, around there. Let's see. Well, the thing was, I was in. So we all three of us graduated from Apau High School, right? And we are all in the CTE pathway, career technical education. Oh, IET. Sorry. IET pathway. Um, and me and Chris were both in AOE, which is the Academy of Engineering, and um, that academy, that specific pathway, um, it was really interesting. We did learn a lot of technology and engineering formats and styles of learning and thinking, but I felt like I wanted to stray away from all that heavy math and mechanical sciences and physics and all that, just because that's just not my type. I like learning that stuff. Physics, it was fun. AP Physics, less fun. Nah, just kidding. AP Calculus, a little
Oh,
less fun. Nah. No, those are great, but I felt like I had a greater interest in drafting and designing and construction because that's where I had the most interest at that time, and I wanted to pursue that. And I felt like HCC was a really good pathway because of the program and the professors. It just seemed like the perfect fit. So we're still we're all three of us. I say both like it's only me and someone else, but all three of us are still going through the pathway AC, and we're still this is mid semester of the first semester of second year, and I'll say I like what I'm learning. What would you guys? What is your guys' opinion on this? Like, are you guys enjoying this?
I feel like I'd enjoy it more if we were at school. Only
Right,
because, like they said, there's more interaction at school,
right.
but um, I just don't think that no one was prepared to do online.
Yeah.
Teachers weren't prepared, students, I'm pretty sure no students was prepared to
Uh
take
huh.
like 4 or 5 online classes.
Right. Yeah.
And I think a lot of people aren't unaware that, just because everything is online, you have more time to do work. Yeah, you have time, but
Yeah.
then you have
It's not.
other
Yeah.
responsibilities too.
Yeah. It's still your schedule is still full. Back
Mhm.
to that. Why I picked HCC. I just felt like the trade focus aspect of how HCC was formatted worked really well, and the promise of being able to get experience and learn a lot was very enticing to me. And as of late, it's getting not harder, but I can imagine how the newer students are questioning or doubting or whatever, thinking what are the years gonna be like with how you said COVID is, and is this worth it at this time and at this moment? Should I be focusing my time on other things?
What do you think is the biggest problem right now for students and teachers?
For me, that's a tough question because I honestly don't know what everyone is having trouble with. If it's just me, my main thing would be um, getting the time and having the same effort as online classes as I did in the previous semesters, which was in person. Because just having the ability to not wake up on time and join the meeting late or not join the meeting at all, or cover my camera, I look all messy, don't even talk, just stay quiet the whole meeting and uh just accept the lesson that either I'm learning or it's going in one ear coming out the other. I feel like just right now the platform is really hard to actually be learning anything. It's especially hard with Hawaii, all the things that are happening with our government, especially during this election season, and COVID-19 affecting our economy, our community. I feel like we just the student body at HEC we just have to kind of band together, even though all the levels are kind of in a disagreement. A lot of things.
You're saying there's no accountability for students and teachers,
Yeah,
because students can log
totally.
on onto Zoom and turn off their camera and go somewhere else, right? And then the teacher, when they're done, they'll just turn off the Zoom. No, they'll never know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a yeah, I feel like that is a thing that can and probably totally occurs. It doesn't really occur our classes. But I'm pretty sure we have a small knit, especially in our pathway. We have a small knit roster, so our professor does a pretty good job at being keeping track of everybody and making sure that we learn a lot of stuff. And even if students were behind and or they did miss some meetings, the recordings allowed students to keep up on track. And because that's the thing, you can't hold someone accountable for not being able to show up if they have something important to do or just things aren't going well. Especially, I know a lot of things aren't going well for a lot of people right now. So it's just, I guess, having the heart to understand, but also having the knowledge and logic and common sense to be able to say that this is what it is right now, and we have to work with it together or alone or whatever way we want to work with it. But we're all in this together, even if we're all at home and sitting on our chairs, on our beds. But this is a societal problem, a community problem that we have to tackle, and hopefully we can do it within a year or the next couple of years because it's different.
Yeah, I think part of the reason is that students find the lack of motivation to do their classes.
Hmm.
Because especially with how the pandemic is, I mean, it affected pretty much everything.
Yeah,
So like students who are parents, they gotta teach their kids with
yeah,
for online schooling.
right.
Um, Adults gotta worry about, you know, how much money they have left because they
Yeah,
lost their job.
yeah, that's the thing. Because who who would we who would we have accountable if everybody is being messed up in some way or another? Like, who would hold accountability? Like, I don't think it's anyone, right? Like, we're responsible for ourselves, but we have to like understand and be work together to move forward. Because right now we're kind of in a real big rut. It's just we're in like an unknown state where we don't know where to go. And as you're saying, everybody isn't in the most optimal position right now.
I don't know what this podcast episode is about, but you guys want to talk about politics?
politics. I'm not really that um insightful, but we can go ahead.
I'm just over the politics.
Yeah. So you guys, did you guys vote already? Did you guys turn in your ballots?
Yeah,
Are
Yeah.
you registered person?
Yeah. I just voted. I turned in my ballot a couple days ago.
Nice.
I'll at least say that I did the first thing I did was to read up on the main candidates and stuff like that. Just at least their campaign, what their plan is, what their roadmap is, and then also just be earful, keep an ear, keep an eye out, keep a nose out. I don't know, be able to taste what's going on because the debates that are going on, oh, it's crazy. It's, I don't know what to say, but I did do this one quiz. I forgot what it was called, but it was a quiz that helped you figure out what candidate for the presidency you best aligned with. And I forgot what my results were, but maybe I can. Oh yeah, you know what? I remember my results. I think my top three, or no. You know what? I might have my results. Let's see. Let's see. We can do a little quick recap. Right here we go. My 78% of my beliefs and policies, they went to Howie Hawkins. Uh, I think he's a part of the Green Party. And then 70 to Joe Biden, then 55% to Brian Carroll, or however you pronounce that. 52 to Joe Jorgensen, and 30 to Donald Trump. The thing about how the government, I'm gonna just preface it with this. I think that we should abolish parties. The bipartisan system does not work at all. Stopping people from it's keeping people away from having a more magnanimous, if that's the word.
it creates a divide.
Yeah, it splits us 50-50 down the country. Like it that I, two different parties, it becomes like a black and white. Like that is not what our country should be about. But it became that way sometime in our history. And uh, it's just it's boggling how it, it's just normal for people to either be democratic or be republican. Like the other ideals, the other parties don't even exist in the people's roadmaps in their minds. I think people are just letting their misconceptions and their preconceptions to like sway them to a specific one. As I said, I'm most aligned with the Green Party and just the environment, and I guess that's living in Hawaii. That's the thing we really care about. So it's like our ohana, and we care about the island, the
Yeah,
aina. We got a lot of responsibility that we keep to ourselves, and our kuleana, I guess, is the main thing, or it's just with being able to take care of ourselves, each other, and especially with COVID, that's like ever so prevalent. So yeah, don't chew me out, audience. If I don't align with you, I do respect everyone's. Okay, I don't respect everyone, but just kidding. I respect most people's positions and opinions because I do have friends that are very heavy Trump supporters, and I like to listen. I like to keep people like that close to me because I need insight from the other side because it's so split. Everything is so far away from being left or right or up and down. You know, you need to be able to see both perspectives because it's not that it's not black and white like we make it out to be. But hey, that's America, you know.
you made a great point.
Thanks. Oh my
Um,
gosh.
Shifting away from politics,
All right, cool. Let's just sweep that under the rug. We'll keep it, but we'll hide it.
Bryson, what do you miss anything What do you miss before COVID-19?
Is that like what did I miss
You know, like
in my life? Just anything?
like any restaurants or like activities that
Oh,
you
I see,
miss
I see, I
doing.
see. The thing about that was I am a loner. I'm just kidding. I'm kind of antisocial, but I do like to go out with my friends, my groups of friends, um, my girlfriend. We like to go out and just explore. But because of COVID, it's a little bit more limiting, and I accept that. But because some things, some stay-at-home orders, some bans are getting lifted, I feel like that's a good thing in moderation. I don't think like what's going on now. Uh, I just don't think the tourist ban, the touring ban is being lifted is all too a good idea. I don't think that's smart because, in my opinion, I think that's overflooding the system, and I don't know if people getting sick or just anything is gonna be good for our current situation because right
Yeah,
now we're still right now we're still just barely scraping by with just their Hawaii residents and with all the tourism. I don't know if that's a good idea even with our economy not being great. I don't know how well I guess it's just hindsight, we'll only know how good it is until after it happens and hopefully everybody stays safe, everybody stays healthy. But
I still
I just
think that they should have kept the 14-day quarantine.
yeah, at least that, because
Yeah, I mean, I know they replaced it with the as long as you test negative for 3 days, you can
yeah,
come.
but
But it's like
even
you could catch
even
it like
yeah,
four
you can catch it
after
as
that,
soon
you
as
know?
yeah. Uh, and the thing was, my grandma came from the Philippines and she quarantined for 14 days and is still basically quarantined at my auntie's house, just interacting with two or three people, just my auntie and my cousin, and
Yeah,
that's just them. And the thing about that is like all these people that are coming in, I don't know how much they interact with anyone else or if they're following any rules because it seems like it's like I don't get why people are traveling right now. It's not even traveling time.
I know. I get, it's the holidays, people want to go out and
Yeah,
stuff, but I
sure.
mean, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and I still
And
hear
it's
people.
October.
Yeah, and I
You
still hear
travel.
people saying, "Oh, the flu is still worse." No, it's not.
It doesn't matter. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. That's the thing. The flu. We have a vaccine for the flu, guys. Okay.
exactly. We have a recorded health data
We
on
have
it.
procedures. Yeah, exactly. We
Hmm.
know if the flu attacks us, at least we have something. But COVID, we don't got we lickety split, ding dong, nothing. Okay. I hope that's PG for what I said. I don't know. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, my language is hopefully non-offensive, but I just think with my limited knowledge, I just think right now it doesn't make any sense. Like it's not adding up. Like if we were even if things were moved up, people didn't really have a great summer. People didn't get to travel during those days that months that COVID took from us. But it's October. You don't you No one is known for traveling during Halloween. You know what I'm saying? It's
Exactly.
just
Even for Thanksgiving, maybe
yeah,
for like family
yeah,
visit and
yeah,
stuff,
family.
but
You're
it's like
coming home for like a
vacation.
weekend. Yeah, yeah, vacationing.
Yeah,
Isn't
and what are you
isn't
gonna
school
do
still
when
going
everything's
on?
closed?
Exactly. Isn't school still going on? Don't you have kids that you're supposed to be paying attention to? You did you bring your kids on a trip or did you leave them at home? But I guess that's just for some people. But I just feel like people are jumping. Like what? If why are you leaving your state? Why don't you just if your state is like clear enough, why don't you just stay there?
Right?
Why
Yeah,
don't you
doesn't
I
just
mean that it's
know.
stay
closed.
there? Yeah, why don't you just what like are you escaping from something? You know what I'm
I
saying?
know.
Are you
And
running away from the rules of your state or your area to come to Hawaii, a paradise? But
exactly. I mean, almost
it's
yeah,
not really right now, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Almost everyone that's coming in, I'm pretty sure is from the mainland. But I mean, like the mainland has so many other things. Go
Yeah,
camping there, go in
yeah.
the woods or something.
I know,
There's
right? There's
so
so much
many things
space
that you
there.
could
You can
do.
yeah,
Especially right now, it's becoming winter. There's no snow here. Go somewhere else. What the hell?
I know, right? I feel like everybody in Hawaii wants to leave Hawaii, but
I
we
know.
don't want to. We don't want to because it's COVID. Like we want to go out, but we know we shouldn't. Everybody else is like, ah, let's all go to this super tiny cramped island, you know,
Yeah, I feel
during
bad
COVID.
for like the other counties like Maui County, like
I
Lanai
know,
and
and they don't
Maui
even. Yeah, they don't
Island.
even have the leeway. They don't have the like I was saying earlier. They're it's overflowing the system. Like I was reading up on
Exactly.
how they don't really have a whole uh, medical institution there or
Yeah,
whatever.
they have like one hospital.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like what is that? How are they gonna handle if something happens if a larger outbreak happens? Like it's the thing about that is that it wasn't even opened up to the residents. Like they just opened the floodgates. You know, like instead of doing things um sequentially, maybe a little bit open, a little bit of this, like a little. It was kind of like that, but things closed off again when numbers rose, and then opened up again when things went down, and it was like repeating like opening a bag of chips and trying to seal it back up again. It's never gonna be the same a bag of chips. It's gonna be stale. But hey, I mean, I am enjoying the more freedom that we're getting, but I feel like it's a little much. Like I get people do need some time to go out into the open, get some fresh air, get some fresh sunlight, get that sunny D. You know what I'm saying? Like even
yeah,
I went camping this weekend with just me, my girlfriend, just me and Lindsay, right? Just us two. We didn't interact with anybody. We went all the way to um Ka'ava. That's like northeast of the island, and Swansea Beach Park. It's like everybody's for the most part. There's a lot of people where there's a lot of households and camping, other camps people that like even that like why don't other people like other states, why don't they do that? Why don't you just camp at your instead of going on a flight and interacting with how many people through the airplane system, you know? And that's the thing. Okay, this was story time back cuz Lindsay when she was still going to Arcata right Humboldt State in California, North California. I went to go visit her and this was right before the first
lockdown,
uh yeah the first
the
lockdown.
quarantine.
Yeah, yeah, literally right before. Like I flew back with her because the news of the quarantine was gonna hit Hawaii, so we just made it. We came in and then the week or in the middle of the next week everything was shut down, and I'm glad that we were able to get out of there. But um I don't think that California is really great or at the moment or any other states are super great like in the best state of being. But I feel like it's better than just coming to Hawaii, you know? Like even in North upstate California, it's all forest there. Like if everybody wanted to go on a trip and it was free enough for you to go traveling on an airplane, why not just go on a road trip or
Yeah, camp in the woods with
staycation?
Bigfoot.
Exactly. Where no one else is and you can't infect anybody or you can't get sick yourself, you know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah,
that's just a rant.
I feel like every state should be trying to promote things on their state. So
Yeah, like
you know,
I Yeah. Totally, Christopher. Say it right now. Stay in your
Exactly,
state.
you know?
You can open up your state. You know, you can keep
Yeah,
your residents. You don't have to freaking quarantine yourself so harshly that you don't see any sunlight. But you don't need to be going out and traveling 3,000 miles. That's the nearest state. Is
for
either Alaska.
California
Yeah, for
or
California or
Alaska.
Alaska. Yeah, whatever. 3,000 miles. You don't need to go that far to enjoy yourself. You know, you don't need to introduce whatever you're bringing to a new part of the world. Well, that's the thing too. Um, what are you guys' thoughts on opening up like gyms and stuff like that? Are gyms open?
I think
I don't
so.
think
Yeah.
so. Oh, they
Well,
are
no,
Yeah,
I
I
totally.
think
don't go to the gym.
um well, no, I'm not sure. No, I'm pretty sure because I'm being charged for my YMCA
Oh, are
account.
you?
Yeah.
I haven't gone to YMCA in a long time, guys. I need to start. I mean, that's the thing. You got alternatives, but yeah, what's your thoughts on that? Because if you're in an enclosed room, everybody's sweaty, everybody's breathing heavily, everybody's touching the same equipment, even if it's still being monitored and everything's being periodically cleaned. I feel like that's one of the more dangerous places, you know,
Yeah. I mean,
or the
for
most likely.
yeah. So for me, I kind of like what I forgot which gym, but I think it's somewhere in town. What they did was they put
Uh-huh.
like a couple of their equipment outside, so people can work out
Oh,
outside.
okay. So it's more
Yeah.
spread
So
out.
yeah, so it's more spread out. It's out in the open, and
Mhm.
you can have your mask out because I mean it's going out in the air. Like,
Right.
it's not indoors, so there's less risk.
Right.
So I I, I kind of want YMCA to do something like that for the
Mm.
Waipahu location, but the
Uh-huh.
parking lot, is sloped, so
You have all the
you can't
weights
really.
rolling down. That's the
Yeah.
real workout. Gotta grab the weights and bring it back up.
Oh yeah.
Make sure don't hit the card. Yeah,
Two
that's so
plates
true.
go up and down.
Yeah. Gotta do lunges. Yeah.
Yeah, but if there was a more open location, I wouldn't mind going back to the gym. I'd like to because having
Yeah.
just having other people work out with you, yeah,
Yeah.
is a big motivator.
Yeah. I feel like that's the main thing with the split connection. You don't really get the same experience as going to a gym when you're working at home because then if you don't have the right discipline, you're just like, I'm tired. My bed's right there. You know, the TV's right there.
Yeah,
You know, that's the thing.
and then when you're at the gym, there's other people, so you get accountability.
Yeah, you
So,
can't be like,
plus, yeah,
I'm only here
I
for 3 minutes.
I know it's like I did 10 reps. I was like, no, I didn't. You did like two.
Yeah.
Plus, there's other people for help. So if you need like a spotter, they can go there and help. Or
Yeah.
if you need
I
help
see
with like
that.
uh your form and stuff, people can teach
Mhm.
you.
Mhm.
So having that kind of interaction is what I mostly miss about the gym.
Right.
Mhm. But you haven't gone in a while, yeah, Bryce.
Yeah, I have not. The thing was ever since I don't even know. No, the thing was I had my sister. She was the one that was I was under, right? We were doing the family plan or whatever. But
Yeah.
then she just cut it off and she didn't even tell me. So for like a month I was going to the gym and it wasn't being paid. And one day I remember it. I was working out and then the lady at the desk or someone came up to the second floor and they're like, "Oh, are you Bryson?" I'm like, "Oh yeah. Um, can you come down and like after you're done working out?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then they just told me, "Oh yeah, your stuff hasn't been paid for a month." And I'm just like, "Oh, um, that's embarrassing." And then I just walked out, never to be seen again.
you,
So yeah, that's
you
why I
didn't even
stopped.
pay for the 1 month.
Yeah, that's a secret. Nah, I think we did, but I just stopped. Um, I just canceled my account. But
Ah,
Yeah, and also because of school and work, I just had no time.
Alan, would you ever
Oh
go
yeah,
to a
dude,
gym?
you should work out, bro, with us. You know, pump some iron.
Because I mean, you're pretty slim already, so I'm pretty sure
Now
you
you gotta
don't
get
need it, but you don't
buff.
want to like try
Dang
and,
'em,
and get
let's go.
buff. You know?
I feel like yeah, I feel like that's not everybody's goal, but
I mean,
everybody wants
yeah,
to
I
at
would
least
like
get
to work out a
some
bit,
ding bang, boom boom.
but I'm not
Yeah,
very
I feel like
hardcore about it.
yeah, especially
Yeah.
right now, it's not a priority for most people. So a lot of our friends that do work out or have worked out, they're not going to the gym, and they don't really got the time for it either. Thank you guys. Yeah, thank you guys for listening in on our podcast, and I hope you guys enjoy this episode. And this is the start of me as a host alongside Chris and Alan. And yeah, listen to Call Out Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, on YouTube, and Anchor. New episodes every Monday. Us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at HCC Call On News for campus news, events, and information. Thank you guys. First podcast. Bye.
Bye.